So I'm in the wood. And we have an abundance of chestnuts. So when picking chestnuts, these darker brown ones are pretty much no good. I think they're too old. You can do, and you can eat them, but you want to go for more fresh because they're much easier to peel. So you want to look for more of this greeny type here. And I'll show you a few that I've already taken. Some more fresh. That one's a beautiful one. So we've come here today to pick a few more chestnuts because I made some chestnut flour. But also we dropped off some wood to dry out. So I'll put that all there, ready to dry. And then as we were doing that, we found a frog in amongst the stuff to dry out. So I've made him a little house in here. I think Mum's going to put a pond in anyway. He's under here somewhere. Don't really want to disturb him again, but he was kind of cute. Oh, he might have gone. Have you gone, Mr. Frog? Oh, he's hidden. He's gone. Oh, good for him. So let's put that all back just in case. In fact, I think I know where we might have headed to. We had some stuff to compost as well. So we made a little thing here for the wildlife. So they can hide in there. So he's probably now in there somewhere. Oh. So this is our little winter camp for the fire. And then this is where all the chestnuts are. Chestnut tree galore. But they're going a bit over now. Okay, so I found a greeny one. Now, be really careful with chestnuts because they are very spiky. I've got one in my finger that's been there for ages, but you can see there's a nice brown one in there. So you can use your feet to gently open it up. And then we take it out. There we go, another nice one there. Lovely. Into the pocket. So you can see here, Mr. Squirrel, his dinner table. Look how well he's gotten the shells off that one. Clever squirrel. Please excuse the strimmer because we're doing a bit of tidying, but I thought I'd just show you here. So this one's a conker tray. So this is a horse chestnut and it produces those lovely conkers which I dry for laundry and soap. And then right next to it is the sweet chestnut. So these have leaves coming off the branches in ones, and then these have a branch with all these leaves in one. And then these are the sweet chestnuts that have the chestnuts that you can eat. And these are poisonous to eat. We haven't had too many of these because they're still quite young. Well, very old, but young in that it's been coppiced at the bottom down there. You can see it's been chopped, and so it's come out with all these smaller branches. Not long, and there'll be lots of conkers. Like I said, you can make laundry soap or shampoo because it's got I can't think what it's called now. Sapification, and when you put it in water, it goes like soapy. The sweet chestnut won't. There you go. Hi, Rico. So it's November and we've still got little flowers. Look at that. Another bug. So the rosehips haven't done very well this year in the wood. That one's actually might be okay. What's going on with it? Pull it off. So, hard to do one-handed. Oh, it's coming out the bottom anyway. Put that on there. Right. So turn it over, and if you can squeeze with like 4 corners, it's hard to do one-handed, you should do it 2. You push that out, none of the seeds will come out, and you can eat that. Very sour, but lovely, full of vitamin C. Chuck it to reseed, and carry on our little walk. There's an apple on this tree that keeps... Yeah, it still feels good, but something started to eat it. And there's another one over there with some apples on. You want to wait for the first frost before you harvest your apples if you can. I mean, obviously get your wind fells, but the frost gets them to crisp up, so that's what you want. Some little pink flowers as well. I'm not sure on these. Don't think they're the fireweed, I think. No, that's died back now. I'm sure it begins with C. Compin something. With some nettles. It's good now to pick the nettles where they're like this, dry them, and have nettle tea for the winter, because they're full of iron, vitamin C, lots of good stuff. And once they're dried, they don't stink anymore. You can also eat the nettle seeds. Those little seedy flowers, or seeds or flowers. You can eat them. There is a special way of... this was the fireweed. You can use that to light a fire now when it's dry. It's like cotton. There is a way to fold a nettle leaf so that you can eat it. I have tried it, but it takes some knack without getting stung. All the ferns starting to die back now. You'll just be walking about, and then all of a sudden they'll pop out. We call these types LBM, little brown mushrooms. Not quite sure what to identify them as. More coming up. Mushrooms over here. I think these are golden bootleg. I'm not sure, we've got a few. I'll show you where they definitely are. Some wood. Not usually any mushrooms on that. The remains of a giant parasol mushroom. It's huge. It's bigger than my hand at the time. Hopefully come back next year around the same place. There was one under this chestnut tree as well. Look at the colours on that. Gorgeous. It's not a real mushroom, that one. Another coppiced one. Didn't have too many on this one actually this year. Doesn't get a lot of sun in the winter. All starting to die back now. Some good ones. I think these are sulphur caps. Poisonous. Usually grow on dead wood. Well, a lot of mushrooms grow on dead wood, to be honest, but you'll see the sulphur caps mostly. Gonna come round the corner. Oh. Where are these golden bootleg hiding? There they are. It's like being a fairy. Huge, again, bigger than my hand. You fall over. Look at that. Huge. Beautiful. Poisonous, unfortunately. It's funny, you'd think the colour would give it away, but there's no rhyme and reason, because there's chanterelles, I think, that are this colour, and they're very edible. So, yeah, you can't do it on colour. You can do it on smell, maybe. You just have to know. But you shouldn't be scared of them. Once you know the ones you can't eat, you're pretty much okay with the rest. I'll come out to a lovely little opening bit. Here. Little brown mushroom again. Separate little path through there. So we're just trimming now, we won't bother. You off here, Rico? You can really see the sulphur caps coming out of this. Something's eaten them, but it shan't be me. These are some interesting ones. Look at those. I'm not sure on those. So many different varieties. Now this one's interesting. Look at that. I think it's a type of slime mould. Look at the shadows. It looks like a sea anemone or something. All on the back of this tree that fell over. Really fascinating on the back of trees. No oysters yet though. Yeah, look at that one. Juicy. Still some flowers about. I'm going to end that here because the strimming is going to carry on, I think. But thanks for joining me on my little walk. See you in the next video.